counting.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello there, folks. Welcome back. You're watching BSG at Home 2020, and we've got something very special for you just now. We have the one and only, the Speedy Scott himself, Argick, who's going to be running Sonic Mania. Please take it away.
Thank you very much, buddy. Yes, we are going to be doing Sonic Mania, Sonic and Dale's good ending. That means we're going to be getting the Chaos Emeralds, and we're going to show this away. Tech, I hope you're ready, because we are going for a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Go! So welcome to Sonic Mania, everybody. Sonic Mania is the latest 2D game in the classic style, which means, of course, we have the wonderful spin dash. We have invincibilities that we've already grabbed in a tree, and we're back in Green Hill Zone once again. So we also have this wonderful little ability known as the drop dash. It's effectively a spin dash in midair, and we're going to be using this all throughout the run to try and maintain as much speed as we can. Now, because this is good ending, we are about to go and grab the 7 Chaos Emeralds, and if everything goes well, we'll have it by about 11 minutes. So we're just going to bounce off the walls here. Got to go left, right, grab off the walls here, spinning around, grabbing the emerald, and away we go. Because the way those stages are meant to work are not how we're going to be doing it at all. Nope, not a chance. That is one, if you blinked, you missed it, and the next one is going to be, well, even faster than that one. But of course, as we do, the main form of movement you're going to see throughout the run here is going to be a mix of the spin dashes into the drop dashes. 6-tap spin dashes being the fastest types of spin dashes that you can do. I am playing on a Genesis-style controller, so I can piano roll my thumb across the buttons, allowing me to get exactly where we need to be. Here's Emerald number 2. We're going to jump straight over to the right, then jump to the left again, jump right back to the right, and we call that Emerald before the first corner and before the ring counter even went down. Why? Because it's broken. I'll explain that when we get into one of the longer stages. But this is why we do good ending, because this is why the emeralds are super, super fast. And we're going to go straight through into the boss area now. But before we run away to the boss area, we're going to go down and grab this lovely little invincibility. Use this little microscope to do a nice big jump straight over into the boss room. And this will give us the invulnerability. We need to hit each head 3 times for a total of 6 hits here. We jump 1, 2, 3. Repeat the process. 1, 2, and 3. And the boss is gone. Now, depending on how far over that is, will we get the secret item? We did. There's the ring box. There are 3 secret items hiding under all the level here. They are in the same place every single time. They are the same item every single time. They are not random. You don't want to hit them if you can help it, but because of where the boss landed, that is where we went. Into Green Hill Act 2 now. Now, although this is Green Hill and is still a stage that you know from classic games like Sonic 1, Sonic Generations, etc., Act 2 of every stage has a new gimmick. The gimmick in this stage is, of course, these lovely little zip lines that you just saw. We're also going to grab our first elemental shield here. It is the fire shield. We're going to be using that to blast our way through, grabbing some more of the speed shoes, running our way through, going down all the loops, doing big run jumps, and of course the fire dash, because the fire dash allows us to get a nice boost of horizontal speed. Combine that with the speed shoes and we're just legging it all the way. But goodbye fire shield, as it doesn't like water, and we go into special stage number 3. So the way this special stage works is we turn left at 90 degrees, we jump, we turn right 90 degrees. We rinse and repeat this by always turning 90 degrees while jumping. As long as we're jumping, we continue holding the momentum. We cut the corner here, we enter the emerald's sphere of influence, and the emerald is considered caught. So you go left 90, turn back, right 90, turn back. Keep going like that with the jumps, and that is how you grab the emeralds really, really quickly. Normally, you're supposed to grab rings for time and the blue spheres to fill up the map gauge. We don't need to do any of that. Speaking of not doing any of that, we got Death Egg Robo here. He doesn't have any hitboxes on his booty, so we're just going to stand underneath here. Tails is going to take some damage boost to give us some hits while we make sure we take out the boss. And the other good thing about this game is we have a little bit of control over Tails here as he flies away, abandoning us as we try to hit the capsule there. Thanks very much, buddy. We love you. Anytime Tails does something that's a little bit trolly, make sure you post argick smug if you have it, because that's just Tails being a smug little boy as he normally does. But we are moving on to Chemical Plant, and we're going to take the wonderful top route in this stage, because the Act 1s here are a mix of Act 1 and Act 2 from the original game, kind of merged into one big mega stage, and it's really, really awesome. Again, soundtrack, absolutely amazing. I love it. But we're just going to run our way through here, and the reason we come to the top route is because we are going to grab an emerald. All the emeralds are routed in such a way where we don't have to go off the beaten path to try and find them, and allows us to grab them. This one is stage number 4. We jump at the third pillar, we hold left, we keep going, we make sure we jump over, making sure we jump on the corner, catch the emerald in about 3 seconds, just like that. And away we go. This is my main game. I love this game a bit. It's the game I currently hold the record for in this category as well with a 52. There's no way we're getting a 52 because I've got no idea how I did that in the first place. But we're going to go through and look at the timer. It says 20 seconds. I guarantee you that we'll be in the next emerald before that even gets to 30. 10 seconds between the stages, you say. In you go. 29.29. Bam. Into emerald number 5. Emerald number 5, nice and easy. You hold right, you jump, you hold left, you jump, you hold right, and you catch the emerald before it even gets around the first corner. 5 emeralds down, and we're not even like 6 minutes into the run, I'm guessing here. But we will not be getting all the emeralds in this stage because, unfortunately, the rest of them are off the beaten track. So we'll get one more in Chemical Plant Act 2, and we'll get our final one in Studiopolis 1. Assuming that this game actually doesn't troll me. But we'll see what happens. So again, we're just going to run our way through here, loving the little spring. Going to do some loop jumps here. These loop jumps allow me to gain some speed. Unfortunately, not getting enough speed that we need, so we'll just drop dash our way. As we run our way through, let's see if we can get some loop jumps here. Look at the speed you get when you do the loop jumps here. Straight down, up and down, run through, and you go off the screen because you go so fast. And a big jump up to see if Tails comes back in time. Can Tails get a hit off the boss in time for us? Oh, not quite making it through, but that's fine because we are going to damage boost through this boss here as the boss is covering itself in the gimmick for Act 2, and the gimmick is Flubber. But once we just damage boost our way through here, we're going to line ourselves up, and I'm going to explain how Act 2 works here. Act 2 is a very vertically based stage. This is the first stage where basically most of the times we're going to be going up rather than left or right. It's our first cycle based stage. We want to try and make a 118 cycle, and also we're going to be using Flubber. So you just saw the dark blue stuff there. That is dark blue Flubber. It will damage us. You just saw light blue Flubber there. That gives us a small bounce. Purple Flubber is sticky and will grab us. And of course, the green stuff, which is why it gets its name, is... well, it's Big Flubber. And that allows us to get a really, really big bounce as we run our way through here. Always want to go down the blue tubes here. Never go down the red ones because the red ones are bad. Blue tubes take you exactly where you need to go and skip a lot of the stages. As we run our way through, going all the way up to the top, as I said, it is a very vertically based stage here. Another couple of loop jumps just to gain some speed. Here comes more dark blue Flubber, managing to dodge it this time. Gonna land on the syringe to release the green Flubber. Big jump up as we run our way through. Big jump down, going to take an intentional damage boost at the bottom on the spikes here. Running our way through, big spin dash to jump, and then we get to the really important part here. Sniper, no snipey. A sniper's hiding up the top. Big jump, sniper, no snipey. There's the little bullet. Sniper did not get us this time. And we're holding the jump button as we're going to bounce off an extra life box there. And going to take us all the way up. We're getting a 103, 104. Can we get through the little gap there? Caught by the purple, unfortunately. But that's all right as long as we don't take a death there. Making sure you always have one ring. We might just make the 118. It might be a little bit closer than I would have liked. But as long as we don't get crushed, then we are A-okay. Got to make it there by the 122. I don't think we're going to make it here, but we'll see what happens. Other sniper, no snipey, and we're fine. So not quite getting the super early cycle that we wanted there. Tails sneaking in before the lock as well. And our lonely special stage for the stage here. Special stage number 6. Going to run, jump to the left here. Going to make sure we bounce off this lovely platform. Trying not to get hit by the mines, because if you get hit by the mines, you lose 10 seconds of time in the crystal dome. Going to come around, try and catch the emerald, getting it on the corner there. But if you're very unlucky, you will land in the first set of mines, and momentum will carry you into 2 and carry you into set 3, losing 30 seconds of time and kicking you out the stage. But we are already at emerald number 6. There is one more left to go as we're going to run our way through. Going to run our way down, and we've got a boss coming up here. It is Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Saw and Deuce and Puyo Machine. If you're a fan of Puyo Puyo or Mean Bean, I am sorry, I am not. I'm very bad at puzzle games. I also wasted perfect R&D earlier in the week here, so we'll see if we get it. Let's go down. Can we do it? So again, it is 5-color Puyo. Well, I'm doing this. Tiny Tim, take it away, my friend, if you've got anything you'd love to say.
I do indeed. I've always got something to say. I've got 5 euros from Big the Dave, who says, Supersonic? I'll have the soup, please. Thank you very much for that one, Dave.
Don't thank him for that.
Please keep those donations. There's Sonic funds coming in, folks. All your donations go towards benefiting Mind.
Now that is a good thing. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm just trying to lay myself up for a Hailfire combo. A Hail Mary, if you will. And I'm going to line myself up here. I'm going to place that purple one down here. But what I've got is another couple of reds. I literally just need one yellow. And I'm getting the yellows that I'm looking for. But it's not enough because I don't have a red combo. I'm not going to get greedy just in case things go horribly wrong here. I can add that on to the end as we run our way through. This has actually been a not bad Puyo. And he's gone. We filled him up with junk. And that's exactly what we want to see. So we are going through, we're coming into the next level. The next level is the first original level that was created for Sonic Mania. It's also the first level that was sent and prototyped to Sonic Team and what got Sonic Mania greenlit, which is absolutely amazing. So here is Studiopolis Zone, lights, camera, action, as we run our way through, and we will be grabbing our last set of emeralds here. We got one more to go. Gonna do some more loop jumps just to gain the speed we need to try and make the cycle through here. Big bump up, straight over, getting a nice 12 seconds. That is what we love to see as we run and drop dash our way over this section, keeping the speed going as we run our way through the enemies, grabbing the little speed shoes there, but unfortunately not going to be able to use the speed shoes to our advantage as we are about to hit ourselves the final emerald. And we're going to go in. Here we go. Big jump. 1, 2, down, round, jump, up, and in. That is where we are looking for. So we're going to start by jumping straight to the left, going back over to the right here. Going to make sure we don't bounce off the wall. Make sure we don't fall down the hole, keeping the speed by doing the bouncing to the left and the right. Passing the emerald as it catches us. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all 7 Chaos Emeralds now achieved. If we jump into a big ring, it will give us 50 rings immediately. And we will now transform into Super Sonic. Super Sonic allows us to be invincible, gives us increased acceleration and increased jump height. We will now be using that through the rest of the run. As we're at 47 rings, we're going to do a big jump over here, running our way over, jump, stop, transforming. Going to grab ourselves the second shield of the game, the Lightning Shield. And the Lightning Shield normally gives you the ability to double jump, but Super Sonic does not gain any of the primary functions of the shield. So no fire dash, no bubble bounce, and no lightning double jump. But it does allow us to magnetize all the rings to us. We now have 96 rings as we come into Heavy Gunner. Heavy Gunner is an RNG boss fight. You're going to see 3 missiles, top, middle, bottom, aka 1, 2, and 3. We just got a 1. That's exactly what we want to see. Once we get a 1, we're going to use tails here. Going to wait until the transition point comes back. Fly with our buddy here. When the little lump appears, the level will transition to the next phase of the boss. We want to see if we can get as many 1s or 2s as we can, because we want to make sure we can do what we need to do. And we got a 3, which is not what we want to see, and that is the worst one ever. So you gotta wait for the 3 missiles to come on screen. The 3rd missile is the last missile, of course. As we're gonna run our way through, we jump back to the left. Gonna fly with the buddy tails to keep us on the top side of the route. Going to get onto the transition point here, and away you go. Running our way through, he's gonna come back for another missile. Can we get a 1 or a 2? That is what we are looking for. That's another 1. That's what we like to see. Will we get 1, 3, 1, 3, or will we get 1, 3, 1, 2? Or will it be 1, 3, 1, 1? Who knows? As we're about to find out, we jump back to the transition point. We let the game run our way through. Going to fall down to the middle path. Big jump to space. Away we go. And we're going to run in. They've got the funky tune. Yes, it was 1, 3, 1, 1. That's exactly what we want to see. So now we have the lightning shield here. We will carry this through into the next level. We slow down just so the Eggman sign there does not fly up into the sky and come down. That wastes a couple of seconds, so if you slow down right before it, you prevent that from happening. We're now going to carry this lightning shield in Act 2, where the idea is to get as many rings as we can. Run and jump at the end here. Big jump up. We're going to run straight through. Going to do a double jump to get some more rings rather than hitting the spring there. Going to see if we get past the Orbinaut. Getting past the Orbinaut, losing the shield, but that is A-OK, because now we can use the drop dash again. You can only drop dash if you do not have any of the shield powers active. As we fly our way through here, we can now transform in a Supersonic as we run our way through the inside of Mr. Eggman's TV station here. He's going to be recording something, but we're not quite sure what. As we run, bump, and keep our way on this pathway, and we're going to double back on ourselves and try and make sure we don't hit the spring up the top there, because it hides away from us, and the spring hidden in the area. We're going to jump through up to this area, hit the section with the funnel. It's going to make sure we face the correct way, instantly down through the funnel there, which is exactly what we want to see as we go through. Big bounces up and down. Going to skip a section here because Supersonic's increased jump height allows us to get up here without taking the intended route. Going to slow ourselves down just so we can fall through into the funnel again. 2 nice clean funnels here as we're heading towards the boss room. Going to do 2 more loop jumps to try and maintain the speed. Keep an eye on Tails. We'll see what shenanigans he gets up to as Sonic runs off the screen, ending up going a little bit too fast there. Where's our buddy Tails? He's flying in for us. No shenanigans today. But we're going to use this to hit the boss, as when Tails grabs Supersonic, Supersonic passes the invulnerability over to Tails. And away we go. You are supposed to be able to do a number of different things with this boss. We don't bother about it. Tails going to hit the capsule for us, and we're going to head off to Flying Battery. Now, the one thing I need to worry about Flying Battery is that this is not Sonic 3, and I don't pull off any Sonic 3 strats, which sometimes I do and cause a little bit of problems. So we're going to run our way through into Sonic 3 here, into Flying Battery. And we're going to head towards the outside, which means we are going to fall out the plane, and we don't want to fall down off the edge because that is that's death, and we don't want to do that. Going to grab a secret fire shield hiding in the corner. Once again, fire shield gives us the horizontal dash, which we are going to do last time. And 1 and 2 and a horizontal dash through the rings there. Takes us straight to the cylinder. Allows us to escape this area. Big jumps up and running our way through. We are now trying to beat the cycle of 53 seconds because we have got an extra special effect with the lightning shield here. With Flying Battery and the lightning shield, you have these electrified ceilings. If you have the lightning shield active, you are pulled towards the ceiling, so the ceiling becomes the ground. We want to try and beat a 49 to 53 cycle, as that is when the magnets are active. I'm going to wait for 49 to activate so it's on, run our way through so we don't get crushed by them, jump straight up the top area here, and away we go. We're now going to come to a missile section. We do not want Tails to grab any more iron. He's had his daily iron supplements today, so make sure he doesn't eat any of the rockets here. As they fire their way off, we get a big jump, falling our way down, getting an extra lightning shield that unfortunately we will be losing as we cannot carry it through a cutscene, and we will be skipping the cutscene. Second missile all the way down. Let's see if our buddy's going to come with us. He's fallen down there. Yep, there he goes. If you blinked, you missed him. As we run into the boss here, he's going to drop down into the gimmick for Act 2. But first, we got a boss to defeat. 6 nice quick hits on the boss here, because Supersonic's jump height just allows him to make that immediately. And there we go. So we are currently now going to Flying Battery Act 2. We are standing in the gimmick for Act 2. This is junk. Quite literally, Act 2's gimmick is trash, and we are going to be taking the bottom route, falling through as much trash as we can. As we go through, big spin dashes to start off, running our way through. Same again, going to grab 50 rings as quickly as we can. And the best way to do that is to grab a big ring, which is right down through this trash here. So falling all the way down this platforms here. Normally, the bottom routes are routes you don't want to take in Sonic games, but Sonic Mania mixes it up, which is a really, really great sign. We're going to now be Supersonic for the rest of this stage, but what we will be doing is grabbing a lightning shield and then using a special stage to despawn ourselves from Supersonic. The only way you can remove Supersonic is by either entering a checkpoint or by running out of rings. Running out of rings is going to take too long because we have the lightning shield pulling as many rings as we can towards us. Going to run our way through the rest of the stage here. Once again, the lightning effect is going to be available to us. Going to see if it activates here, which it does. Pulls us up with a nice jump there. Running our way through. Going to jump over the first grabber here. Try to get the second, but we always get grabbed as we go in. Making sure we're going to jump down into this checkpoint here, and we're going to do some pinball. Unfortunately, don't need any pinball here. We're just going to fall straight down and out. This turns off Supersonic, as we are going to send Tails, hopefully, to the boss for us. As we're going to use this lightning shield to try and do a double jump and skip the boss. The way this is going to work is the boss is a vertically scrolling boss. We are going to go into the boss area, but not in the boss arena, and hopefully use Tails to hit the capsule for us. Let's see if we can do it. So we line Tails up, we do a jump, we get ourselves over, we run and we jump off. Double jump, we land down. Tails is inside there. He hits the capsule immediately, skipping the boss, and we move right in a press garden. So the boss vertically scrolls in this area. We despawned the kill plane, sent Tails under the little ramp that we were standing on, and away he goes. As we come in to Press Garden Act 1, this is the second original stage in Sonic Mania here. This is Eggman's printing press. He has a TV studio. He has a printing press. Next thing you're going to tell me he has an internet podcast or a radio. But for now, we're just going to navigate our way through here. Going to see if we can make Zero Cycle, as we originally thought the earliest cycle we could get was around the 29 seconds. Turns out there is a 25-second. Unfortunately, getting caught there means we are not making it. So we wait for the blocks to open at 29 as we jump our way through, getting the normal cycle that we need. And we're going to go in and just navigate our way through the rest of the stage. Again, another vertically based stage here. Lots of little things to push you around, trying to keep you from getting to the end of the stage. But we are A-okay. So while we are navigating our way through here, I'm going to pass it over to Tiny Tim once again. Anything you want to say, buddy?
Oh yes, definitely. We have received another donation. We've received 20 euros from TRS Crazy P, who was the runner on the previous run. Here's my donation for the Meteor collection. Let's break 3k. Well, thank you very much indeed. It's an absolutely amazing run. And yeah, let's see if we get those donations in, folks. And remember, all your donations are going towards Mind. Absolutely fantastic cause. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Cheers.
Indeed, indeed. I've dropped the fire shield because we've come to a really important section in Act 2, but I need you all to do me a favor. Wave to the boss with me. Hi, boss. How you doing? So, unfortunately, we now need to take him out. It's a nice little boss, but if you didn't get to say bye to him, at least join us and say, goodbye, boss. Bye, boss. We'll see you later. So, unfortunately, nice, simple boss there. Nothing really we need to worry about. But keep an eye on Sonic, because he's got a bit of swag for us next. So we are carrying the fire shield from Act 1 in Act 2, as Act 2's gimmick is freezing. And the fire shield has a really interesting property where if you have the fire shield, you can't be frozen. So we're just going to run through all these areas that are supposed to freeze us, all these little icicle spikes that are supposed to damage us. We can now jump over them and do anything we want as we spin dash jump and try and navigate our way through here, making sure we grab as many rings as we can, because once again, we want to get 50 as quickly as possible. Running our way through here, all the fire blocks, we're at 43. Grabbing the final set of 10 there, and away we go. Straight into the next area, big run jump through. Going to get frozen now, and the reason this works is because, once again, the primary effect of the shields doesn't actually activate while you're super. This prevents us from being ice-proof anymore, and we can get frozen, which is fine because we need to get frozen to use the ice to break through a set of ice for us, taking us straight to the boss before 45 seconds. This boss is Heavy Shinobi. We're going to have a giant game of whose hitbox is better. The answer is ours, because our hitbox is taller. So once they try and freeze us, we then get 3 hits on them, 2 hits remaining, and as we go, that is it. 55 seconds for Act 2, and we're going to run into the really chill Stardust Speedway.
Mentioning Stardust Speedway, we do have an appropriate donation for it.
Go ahead.
Big the Dave has donated 5 euros. What do you call a set of scales that can quickly measure the mass of a stellar medium? A Stardust Speedway.
He hasn't documented these stuff, by the way. It's terrible.
Thank you for that donation.
Thank you for the donation. Boo for the pod. Alright, so Stardust Speedway here. Nice, easy stage until you get to this room. The dreaded room of spike platforms. Unfortunately, we have these wonderful little spike platforms and the beautiful little armadillos at the bottom there. The armadillos will try their dangest to try and bounce you into the spikes as we're going to run, jump, and transform as Supersonic as we go through and in. Going to make sure we grab on the end here, wait for the platform to come back as we are going to launch ourselves over, try and get a really nice super jump here, straight over and in. Love that super jump. So smooth, so good. Gonna get to the boss here, probably around the 1 minute mark. Gonna just jump through the loops. Again, we're jumping through as many of these loops as we can, just to speed ourselves up, getting to the boss at the minute mark. Boss, very easy, very simple. 6 hits required. Once the big one disappears, take out the 3 little ones that appear, and get the remaining 4 hits on the boss as we go through. And away we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war, but we don't need to do the thumb wars in this one because most bosses take 6 hits or 8, but if we're super, we don't have to worry about it. We're now going to hit a future sign and we're going to head straight to the present in Stardust Speedway because this is the past. And this stage is a stage that pretty much plays itself as we're going to run and jump at the start here. Forget this jump, so we're going to restart the stage because you want to take the top route. That's not what we want. Ark has now unfortunately ruined the music, but what he's going to do is he's just going to try and restart the stage again because if I restart the stage again, the music will come back. It's a weird little glitch that we have with the game for some reason, but that's fine. Run, jump, and away we go. There we go. The drop dash is fine. So that cost us about 10 seconds, but it's worth it for the music. So hitting the missile here, gonna grab some more rings as we run, jump, and drop dash our way through the rest of the stage here. This part of the stage after the second loop is where we're gonna jump, second loop on the ramp, big jump over, run our way through, and then the stage is gonna play itself. So, how y'all doing? Look, man, no hands. And then I do actually have to play the game again at this point because we want to jump over here, get the big jump over the pit the Tails fell into, and we're going to come to the Metal Sonic fight. Metal Sonic fight is split into 3 phases. You've got that running phase, you've got the Silver Sonic phase from the Sonic 8-bit games, and then you've got Metal Sonic Kai. We are going to skip the Silver Sonic fight. You might be wondering why this game doesn't have any zips or clips like the original games, and that's because the developers were aware of them and have decided to make it not possible to do so. Anytime you get stuck in a piece of terrain that you're not supposed to be, rather than being able to fire yourself left or right, the only way you can go is up. But being speedrunners, we can use this to our advantage as we run into the wall. We jump all the way up through the wall here, skipping the Silver Sonic part of the fight, and now we are at the Metal Sonic Kai fight all there. And away we go. With the power of the Phantom Ruby, Metal Sonic transforms into Metal Sonic Kai. You don't want to go over the left-hand side of the stage or you'll fall over. But we're going to just hit the boss 8 times, knock it down, and then our buddy Tails will come back in time to grab the capsule with us. But instead, they should try and catch the Phantom Ruby. Grab the Ruby! Ah, you both missed it. But yeah, because we cannot zip left and right in Mania mode here, the only way we can go is up. 9 times out of 10, going up will either get you soft locked or you'll hit an Eggman block and it will kill you. But there are 2 areas, this stage and Lava Reef Act 2, where we can use it to our advantage. This is Hydro City. If you say Hydro City, you're wrong. If you want to refute me, donate and refute me. But it is Hydro City. It is a water city. I will stand by that until I die. Unfortunately, getting hit by that little guy there because he got to fire his missile up, but that is okay for us, as I'm just going to make sure we fall down this route here. Fall down. Thank you very much, video game. Drop dash straight over. Let's see if we can try and get our way through. The downside is I am going to be some rings short, which is not grand, but we'll see if we can grab any more. So the other thing about this stage, though, is that this is a mix of the top route, the bottom route, and the middle route all rolled into one. The problem with this is that unfortunately that means we do not actually have any checkpoints. I'm going to be very careful because I don't want to lose the bubble shield here. Bubble shield is a very important thing. It prevents us from drowning. As I roll my way through, I'm going to make sure I fall down the bottom here just to land on the fan area. Going to make sure I don't get spiked. So unfortunately running a little bit slower than I would have liked, but I don't have any way of gaining any rings at the moment. As I run, jump through, going to make sure we jump over this section. Going to get caught by this guy, but we just smash left and right and it'll release us, and we're going to get the cycle as it comes through here. The good news is, however, because I have the bubble shield, I can just bounce straight up there, not having to worry about getting the boxes to come back. We finally got enough rings as we're going to run our way through and then not have enough speed until we jump off here to transform. Fall all the way down, transform, away we go. Just going to aim a spin dash, jump to the left, face through the ground casually, because all you need to do is jump and face the opposite direction of the platform, and away we go. Running our way in. We've now got Eggman in swimming trunks, and I am going to stay Hydro City. Stay hydrated, folks. Very important, especially when it's sunny and warm like it is now. But yeah, he is blowing up the support pillars here. The walls are crumbling around us, and we're just going to use them as footholds to go all the way at the top. But I do want to say, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever have an Eggmobile, please do not leave your Eggmobiles unattended, or random hedgehogs, foxes, echidnas, flying squirrels, or armadillos may attempt to steal them, as we're about to do here. We're now doing a reverse Sonic 3 boss fight here. It is our turn to suck him up in the giant whirlpool ship here. He's going to try and lay some mines for us, but we can blow them up with the canisters at the back of the Eggmobile here. We got to suck him up into the propeller there 4 times until he's done, and away he goes. He's going to do one last mine drop. We're just going to take it out, and there goes the boss. Bubble shield making a nice little canopy over the engine there, and away we go. Ta-da! Running our way to the end of the stage here. Hydro City Act 2 is a very, very interesting stage. We're going to skip a lot of it by using the path swapping mechanic in the game. So usually there's a foreground and a background layer. But before we get to that, we're going to do the triple bubble bounce. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, triple bubble bounce. Let's just skip a cycle there. If you ever fall down at the bottom around this stage, just restart and wait for the platform cycles. It's significantly quicker. But as I said, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be using the foreground and the background layer path switchers to our advantage on this stage, because what it'll do is it'll allow us to skip a lot of the stage. Normally, the game wants us to do a figure 8, so start from the top left, go to the bottom right, go up to the top right, and go down to the bottom left. We're going to do none of that. We're going to grab 53 rings between now and the first checkpoint. We're already at 33. This will put us up to 43. And the remaining 7 that we need is right here. But we grab 3 after the checkpoint, transform to 53 as we run our way through. And then instead of doing this, we're just going to stop, turn around, drop dash, run up the ramp, jump over, skipping that entire section, and away we go. Not a glitch, by the way, because all you did is you ran and you jumped. You used Supersonic's power to your advantage. As we run our way through, we're going to do it a second time, but the second time, it will be a glitch because we're going to just phase through the ground. So we're just going to go down, up, and through. Here we go. Hit the bubble shield. Big jump over. Make sure we don't hit the spring. Drop, dash, and run. Once again, we stop, we about turn, we jump straight through the ground there. Because for some reason, if you have enough speed and you get enough height, that part of the slope is not solid. And you run our way through into the boss now. And this boss is going to teach us exactly what we need to do here. Eggman is coming behind us with a giant fan. He's blowing us away. What is it that we need to do? We need to hit these mines back into the boss fight. However, because we are supersonic, we are invincible. Therefore, we can use the areas with no mines and get the perfect cycle here to hit the boss and get straight into Act 2 because of our invincibility. We then use our buddy Tails in the washing machine section here. Tails is going to fly once again. Getting the invincibility from Supersonic allows us to kill the washing machine in one cycle. And as we stay flying here, we hit the capsule and we head into Mirage Saloon Act 2. Mirage Saloon Act 2, of course, sorry, Mirage Saloon Act 1. Act 2 is a later stage. But Mirage Saloon Act 1, giant auto-scroller, not a lot we need to do other than make sure we have 50 rings for a glitch towards the end. So while that happens, I got 2 things we need to do. The first thing... Oh no. Knuckles is gone. He does his own stage. Hello, Heavy Magician. How you doing? And now I'm going to pass it over to Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim, if you've got anything you'd like to say, buddy, this stage is yours.
Thank you very much, because I've got plenty to say, as usual. We have received some donations. So we'll start off with a €5 donation from Majin Moogle, who says, "Who's fat, furious, and stuck to his chair?" Dr. Robotstick. Which is an interesting one, so thank you for that, Moogle. Richard Plays Stuff donates €2. Had to donate whatever I could during Argick's run. Much love to all the folks a part of this. Let's smash 3K today. Well, thank you again, Richard. Really appreciate it. And finally, we've received €10 from DogTrio100, who says, "Argick's energy always improves my mental health. Here's €10 to help others through the hardest time most of us have ever experienced." And thank you very much indeed, Doug Trio. I can't say I agree enough with that. Argick does his part towards helping towards everybody's health, but so does your donations. So thank you very much indeed. And before handing it back over, Art, one final thing. We are only, I believe, let me try and find it, €13 short of turning off the PG mode for Electronic Superjoy. So if you would like to see that, please get your donations in. Thank you very much indeed.
Yes, please do. You're very, very close to turning that incentive on there. That would be amazing. As we come perfect timing to the end of the stage, Eggman's going to come in on his train and he's going to be very, very happy about it. Watch his lovely little face. Look, he's such a happy little chappy there. But we've transformed into Supersonic. The game is very confused. We hit the checkpoint in the background and then we died? What? So for some reason, when the train is moving the screen to the left there, the game gets very, very confused about which layer you're supposed to be on. It allows us to skip the entire train section because we hit the plane and takes us straight into the boss fight here. Heavy Magician, how are you doing again? This will be the last time we see you, as you're going to drop a giant caterpillar. We want the caterpillar to pop out its head 3 times. Let's see if it does it. Once. It did not do it. Will it do it a second time? 1. Do it again. 2. It's not doing it. It's doing the 1 cycle. This is not what we like. Can you give me a 3 cycle? Oh my god, it's not giving me a 3 cycle. 1. Give me a 3 cycle. No. Can we get the legendary 6 ones? Can we get the legendary 6 ones? Oh. 4 1s and a 3. So the boss can move in a number of ways. It can jump out once, it can jump out 3 times, or it can move to the left and right, which allows you to get 2 hits. That boss is now done. We are now going to crash land in the sand after Tails gets shot down. But we're going to make him, we're going to cheer up our buddy here. Our little buddy, not happy about that, but we're going to give him some ice cream because we're going to do ice cream strats. So this stage here, very nice, simple stage here. Very short stage, but very, very sweet to do. Going to grab as many rings at the start of the stage as we can here. Jumping over all the barrels, landing on the big spinning sands here. Immediately transforming into supersonic and just legging it through the stage as quickly as we can. Running up the walls vertically because we have the speed to do it. And running our way through. Big jump up back into the gun here. The gun is going to launch us all the way over to the stage here. Going to be taking the middle route as it didn't launch us high enough. But that is a-okay. Because what we're going to do is navigate our way over to the area where the ice cream is. The legendary ice cream for Tails. Because we are not going to be seeing Heavy Magician anymore. Here's our buddy. We're going to just come down here. He's going to be off the screen. Here's his ice cream sundae all prepared. Get back here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Nom 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 nom. Line Tails up with the ice cream. Turn him around so he falls down. Spin dash 1. Jump at the ice cream. Ladies and gentlemen, ice cream strats. So after Tails has his ice cream, we line him up to face right. We press down. We do a 1-tap spin dash. We jump at the ice cream there. And Tails hits the capsule as the screen lock does not activate and allows us to skip the boss, keeping Heavy Magician alive and skipping straight through to Oil Ocean. Now, Oil Ocean here, an amazing stage with the flames here as you get to have the fire shield into the oil, producing a really cool fire effect. Immediately transforming into supersonic, and we're going to use his extra speed and height to navigate our way all the way up to the top route as we run our way through the stage here. And we're going to go to Bob the Builder. So if you have any You Tried stickers or You Tried emojis, please get them ready. But before that, a little sing-song. I just wanna eat chili dogs. Can't say the rest on a PG stream. And if you get that reference, I love you to bits. As we run our way to the boss, gonna get to the boss about the 50-second mark here. Here comes Bob the Builder. Even without supersonic, this poor little boss doesn't get an attack off. 6 quick hits, and the boss is gone. Not even 1 attack. You tried, my friend.
Can I get a relevant donation in, please?
You can indeed.
Okay, here we go. €5 from Big the Dave. Why did Sonic go to the Winter Pet Owners Picnic? He just wants to meet chili dogs.
Oh, dear. I mean, yeah, that's an oh, dear. Oh, Dave. Well, we're now in Oil Ocean Act 2, and you might notice there's a little bit of smog on the screen here. That's because we positioned ourselves at the end of Act 1, so we would miss the little pulley that's meant to activate the disappearing of the smog. So because of that, we now have the permanent smog on screen, and we'll never have the countdown effect taking place. We've also got the fire shield once again, allowing us to just run, jump, and burn our way through the stage. But now we're going to have some really, really interesting shenanigans. Remember the whole foreground and background layers that I told you about with Sonic and Tails here? We're going to abuse that. So, normally, throughout the stages here, there are a number of foreground and background layers that you can't see, but Tails can. What we're going to do is we're going to use our buddy Tails here. We're in between a foreground and a background layer. So I'm just going to jump off here. I'm going to spin dash away. Tails is going to pass through a background layer, but because he was off screen, he doesn't obtain the foreground layer property. We're now just going to fall through the background. We are now stuck in the background. Going to fall through the oil. Again, parts of the level are now not solid for me at the moment. I think I may have just messed this up, but let's hope we didn't. As our buddy Tails flies us through, can we get through? Straight through these rocks here that are supposed to be solid, but because they're in the foreground and we're in the background, we can pass over, fly over the area with the boss, landing straight on the capsule. And ladies and gentlemen, we skipped the boss. So as with other classic Sonic games, when an object is not on screen, it does not load. So because we passed through the foreground layer trigger and it was off screen when Tails passed through it, he remained having the background layer. When we grab Tails, instead of Tails receiving Sonic's property, Sonic receives Tails' property, and we end up in the background. This then allows us to navigate our way to the end of the stage without actually using any of the intended platforms, and allows us to skip the boss. We're now in my favorite zone, Lava Reef, also known as Lava Beef, because we love food puns. And we're going to go out of our way to grab some rings up here, as there is exactly enough to grab 50. And away we go. Tails already opening the way for us like a bro. Love you to bits, buddy. And this stage is just... I love the theme of this stage. It's so fun. It's so good. And you might be wondering why you can still hear the theme as Supersonic. In Sonic Mania Plus, the developers added a level select menu. And within the level select menu, there's a sound test. If you type in the code 6214, you can turn off the supersonic music and you can enjoy T-Lopes' absolutely amazing soundtracks. And as we go through, we got all our boss skips. And this stage is just very, very chill. It's very, very fun to play. Not really anything major glitches-wise to do. Just got to make sure you don't get subpixeled, which we didn't. So, Tim, if you've got anything you want to say, buddy, now is a grand old time for you.
Oh, plenty, but I'm sitting here groaning under the weight of some of these. We'll get through these next few for you. The first one is 10 euros from Knuckles, who says, "Oh no."
Oh no.
And then we have €1 from Stripes27, who says, "Do a battle roll." And then we've got €5 from Big for Dave. Why did Sonic fill his timeline with photos of South American pigs? He just wants to tweet chili hogs. And then let's just get them out of the way because there's one more.
Yeah,
another
go for it.
Big for Dave special, €5. Why did Sonic not want to participate in the caber toss? He only wants to yeet chili dogs.
I'm shaking my head. I'm shaking my head. I'm glad it's going to charity. Here's the boss, by the way. Not doing much with the boss. We're invincible until... Well, we're not, but we're invincible. But what we are going to do is we're going to do a really cool trick here. So, the level has just turned off all the lava. It's no longer Lava Reef. We're about to head into Lava Reef Act 2. But I'm going to let the cutscene play to a certain point. We're going to turn off the lights. So as this game transitions, it gets darker and darker. And then I hit start. And if I've timed it right... we get this wonderfully dark lava reef now. The lights have not turned back on because it's forgot to do it, and we get to watch these magnificent crystals activate as I'm running my way through the stage now. We've also got one more of the lovely little clips that you saw earlier. We're going to be using Supersonic again to our advantage. We're going to get stuck in a block that's going to push us over here, and then I'm going to need to jump up on here. Look at the amazing crystal effect that you can see. Of course, it does make the level slightly harder to play if you don't know the route here. But we jump, we transform into the block, which pushes us into the wall that allows us to get up past the giant steel cylinder there that you're not supposed to get through. As we now run our way through this stage with a magnificent crystal effect. Look at it just rotating between blue, purple, green, red. It's so cool. It's so cool to see as you go through. But we turn the lights off. We get to enjoy this majestic dark stage. Again, just running our way through. No major glitches to worry about here. It's just a smooth platforming section. Waiting for that thing to just go up the top there. Unfortunately, it donked us on the way down, but that's A-okay. As we run our way through, Supersonic's increased jump height allows us to skip a lot of the puzzles here. Like that section, we just jump all the way up. Again, you can't see the stairs, but I guarantee you, we're climbing some. And unfortunately, we say goodbye to the effect as we transition into the boss room here. And we are now going to run into Heavy Rider and Jimmy the Motorbug. 8 hits required. 4 on the left, 4 on the right once we manage it. Let's see if we can get ourselves a good boss as we're going to run through. Here they come. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the left. 1, 2, 3, and 4 towards the right, and away we go. Beautiful section there as we're now going to fly up to the capsule, ending the stage, and we are going to head into Metallic Madness. And I've got one question for you all. Is it anime? Is it anime? We're about to find out. So we're going to run our way through here. We're going to start the stage by trying to do a drop dash on the slope, skipping the cycle by just jumping up, and away we go, running our way through onto the springs. Another stage here where if you fall down to the bottom route, just pause and restart because it's significantly quicker than taking the bottom route. As like Sonic CD, there's a foreground, background shenanigans that get to go on here, but you'll get to see that towards the end of the stage as we drop dash off the platform, staying on the area. Is this anime? This is anime. Anime is real. As we run our way through, dodging the Pistons, making good time on the cycles. And this is anime. Because this is anime fits the song. That's why it's anime. This is anime. Going the top route. This is anime. As we're going to now skip the background section here by just jumping up to this platform, running our way over, getting flipped back into the foreground. Again, that background is intentional. You can go over there as we're going to run our way through. What are we going to do? We're going to hit the boss. Welcome back to Sonic 1. New and improved. This time adding a 5th pillar. Ooh. He's going to pick one of the pillars at random. We just got to jump and hit him. But we got enough rings. Our buddy Tails here. We'll see if we can make sure we don't get him squished. But we make no guarantees as he's picked this other pillar here. And away we go. 4 hits on the first section here. Then he'll go into a desperation mode where he'll send the pillars down one by one. And he'll pick one to go in. The question is, which one will he appear in? The answer is the 4th one. So once you count, 1, 2, 3, 4... we declare a thumb war. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Tails got squished. I'm sorry, buddy. 2, 3, and 4. And one more hit. Where's he coming from? Into the end there, and away he goes. Tails only getting one squish. Very good as we run our way through. And in we go. Sweet. So now we are going into Act 2 here. Metallic Madness Act 2. Once again, very similar to Metallic Madness Act 2 from Sonic CD. We got a lot of cool features here. We got the spinny barrels. We got the lovely annoying enemies all ready to try and get us. We've even got the lovely Pistons ready to launch us. And the foreground background layer. We've even got Chibi Sonic. Chibi Sonic and Chibi Tails made their triumphant return when the shrink ray hits you, as we're going to run our way through. And I apologize to everybody that loves the saxophone on this stage, because unfortunately, when you turn into Chibi Supersonic, the Supersonic music plays. Must be a coding glitch somewhere, but we get to enjoy the Supersonic music in one. So we get to at least hear the majority of the soundtrack as we run our way through here again. Going to make sure we dodge as many of these cycles as we can. Trying to make a 58 cycle towards the end of the stage here, just to get through a platform almost immediately. Nice big high jump there, allowing us to run, jump, and drop dash. We're at 56 here. We hit the shrink ray. We fall down straight through the 58. We just missed it though. Unfortunately, we'll get the 102. That's all right. Losing 4 seconds there in the end of the world as we come to the boss. And I hope you like gumball machines or gachas, because here we go. What magical toy are we getting today? It's an Amy. What's our next magical toy? It's a Sonic 2 boss fight. What's our next one? It's another Amy. And again, what are we getting? It's another Sonic 2 boss. He doesn't like Sonic 1 today, it appears. So we come in. There's a Sonic 1 boss. Another Amy. We got another Sonic 1 and another Sonic 2 one. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3. Let's see if our buddy Tails can go up to the boss area and hit the boss. Oh, no, not quite. Boss spawned at the other side, I'm afraid, which we didn't get to go through. So we're now coming into the last action stage of the game. We're coming to the best stage and the final, well, not the final new stage, but the second last new stage of the game. It is Titanic Monarch. And it really does feel like a final stage here. It's got a great soundtrack, it's got a great atmosphere, and it's pretty dang hard, honestly. A lot of people timed over on their first time trying to play through this one. It's a very large stage. It's got the gravity rings, it's got a number of springs, but will our buddy Tails manage to help us? Let's see, when he spawns in, we're going to jump onto the platform. Tails hasn't even reappeared yet. Will he appear up the top before we need him? He's not even helping us. He's still stuck somewhere. Oh, Tails, you had one more job, buddy. What a troll you are. Being smug, are you? I understand. Tails had to get one smug moment in there. Normally, we can use him to get up this area without having to take the Sonic route. But alas, he decided that he was done. As we run our way through here, going to grab as many rings as we can, because once again, we're going to transform. But we're going to save our transformation as a little bit of a safety net in the upcoming gravity room. So here come the gravity orbs. Going to grab any of the orbs there. Can we use the orbs to get us all the way up? And we are got all the way up there nicely. Now we're going to transform, making sure we don't get hit by Mr. Piggy, who likes to throw the balls there. Will we get wonky camera in the stage? Of course we will. We always get wonky camera. Why? Because the stage is wonky. As we're climbing up the outside of the Monarch here, the wonky camera activates. We land on the orbs. Arg's now doing this part of the stage blindfolded. But do we know where it is? Yeah, we do. Do we get crushed here? No, we're safe. As we made it through, and we didn't get squished by any of the spikes, because once again, when an object is not on screen, it does not exist. Lovely little wonky camera there as we run our way through, allowing us just to go through the area as we're going to run, jump, and run our way through. Going up, down, and all around. Big jumps up, and then hit off the spring here, landing into the area with the orb, launching ourselves up to the top area as we're going to get ourselves into the entrance to the Monarch itself. Big spin dash up onto the orbs again, and away we go. Drop dash down to the bottom and in to fight Crimson Eye. Those of you who have played Sonic 3 Knuckles will know this as Red Eye, but this is Crimson Eye. Red Eye was the left eye, this is the right eye. Once we've taken out the orbs, it is going to try and control gravity. If I get it down again, which we didn't. Old Clove, there you go, buddy. I didn't get it down this time. You don't have to hate me. Knuckles, unfortunately, cannot hit the boss if you get an up gravity, which is heavy gravity. Knuckles needs down gravity as you go through. And we are going to go through into the final part of Monarch inside the giant robot. Split into 5 areas. We're coming into the first area here as we're going to go through and see what we can do. Will we grab enough rings to get at the star here? Of course we will. Going to run our way through, hit by the spring, grabbing the little shield from Sonic 1. The little shield that could. Protects you from one form of damage and still allows you to drop dash, which is amazing. As we navigate down into this area, we want to just hit as many of these rings as we can. Making sure we get out there. Grabbing an extra set of rings, which is quite nice. Not that we need them. Running our way through, drop dash straight down. Skipping the puzzle in this area because the exit was below us all along. And we're going to run and then just make sure we do a drop dash up the wall here. If we can pull it off, we're going to land on that to activate it. Hit the drop dash up the wall, straight through and in. Absolutely wonderful. Run our way through, big jumps over into the orb, launching ourselves straight over, getting the kill on the enemy there. As we wait for the piston, we transform in midair as we gotta wait for it to raise up anyway. We're now supersonic as we run our way through the rest of the stage. The reason we take the bottom left route first is because there is a lightning shield at the end of this section. And as you know, supersonic plus lightning shield is very, very overpowered. As we run our way through and down, we gotta navigate the rest of the zone, starting with the top left. And this is where we find out the evil Pistons live. Evil Pistons are the hardest part of this video game here. You gotta make sure you do not be in between the pistons when they pass each other or on the edge of the wall, or it will crush you and you will be back without any rings at the nearest checkpoint. As we run our way through to the orbs again, dodging through the cogs that are working the inner workings of the machine here. Making sure we dodge the spikes that are trying to crush us. Running our way through as we go down and in. There you go. Big jumps through, down and in. Down we go. And even Supersonic doesn't like being a crash test dummy. Woohoo! Big jump up and down, running our way through. Gonna go into the top right area now. Top right area, very vertically based area. We gotta go down to go up. So once again, down, dodging the pistons, being very sure not to get crushed by them. Running our way through. Fall down 1, fall down 2. Going to jump our way up onto the bumpers here. Bumpers are going to send us up to the lovely purple orbs. Purple orbs. Now we're going to go all the way up the very top side. 2 more orbs to go. 1, 2. I'm going to grab this one up here. Once we get in the hole, nicely done. And then to the bottom right route. Got a little bit of swag for you here. Supersonic going to hit the spring. Supersonic going to run on the wall. Woohoo! As he runs his way through, big jumps up. And as we're coming up to the final area, which has the boss in it, we've got one last thing we need to do. We are supersonic. We are invincible. The boss has a shield that will drop temporarily. While the shield is up, he is invincible. The question is, how many times will Sonic and Tails go doing, 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 doing off the boss? Give me a number between 50 and 80. How many times will the duo donk off the boss? Tails just died there. Well done, buddy. As we run our way through here, again, this boss is invulnerable until he drops his shield. All we need to do is hit him while he does that. I'm going to focus on trying to count how many doings we get on the boss. Will we get a high number? Let's find out.
Do you mind a quick donation while you're doing it?
Go for it.
Okay, Jen the Bug donates €5. If Sonic gets 100 rings, he really should turn into Argick. Speaking of which, my donation goes to naming the score bunny Argick. Totally fangirling, not sorry.
We are at 36 as we come through. Thank you very much for your donation as well. Massively appreciated. We're at 36 as we're taking into the heavy gunner's room. We do not have to do anything here except from wait for the, wait for it to transition us back. Then we will continue the boinging of the boss. If you said 68, you are today's winner. We got 68 bounces off the boss. And now, with the power of the Phantom Ruby and the Chaos Emeralds, they react together. And we are sent into the super exclusive stage, Egg Reverie. Only Sonic alone, Sonic and Tails, or Knuckles and Knuckles get to play this stage. Heavy King is not happy and is stealing the power of the Phantom Ruby, but Eggman's having none of it as he comes in with his ship ready to try and take it out. But the power of the Phantom Ruby is on its way. Time is coming up on the final hit on Eggman here. I will let you know when that comes. We have got 8 hits on each of these bosses to do. Heavy King will summon orbs that we need to try and hit and then break through his defenses. Eggman is an utter pushover. You run into him and away he goes. There are permanently rings flying throughout the stage, and Supersonic has an automatic magnetic effect on the rings here. Have a look at the timer as it's going completely doolally, completely mad and completely wrong, for we are in this weird zone. We're in null space with the Phantom Ruby here. Nothing exists in here apparently as we're running our way through. Again, a nice quick hit on Reverie there. We want to try and get as many of them as we can as we try and go through the orbs and listen to this amazing banger of a music. Again, Eggman, our pushover. Don't have to worry about him. 8 hits on both of these guys are required. As I get a little bit trolled now, he's going to start firing his orbs at us. These orbs can damage us and remove our rings, but as long as the other rings are here, we are fine. Can we do it? Of course we can. As we come our way through, each section must have a few hits remaining. I believe we're down to the last one on a Heavy King. Eggman on his way. Time coming up very soon. As we spin dash our way through, does he have 2 more hits? Let's find out. He does. Final hit here through and in. That is the final hit and then again. Time is coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Time!
GG.
And that is Sonic Mania, Sonic and Tails, good ending, completed in...
I'm just waiting for the timer to confirm here.
We gotta wait and delay. I don't know what time it is.
Okay, you got 54:56.
Yay! Sub 55 in a marathon run. Beautiful. Lovely. Absolutely wonderful. Hope you all enjoyed the run. Hope you all enjoyed the commentary. If you want to see more similar stuff like this, do stop by my channel if you can. Give us a follow. Come and watch us play a lot of Sonic games here. I've got a really silly goal where I want to learn every single Sonic the Hedgehog speedrun. And if I can add amazing commentary like this to it, and you all enjoy it, that's the main thing. As long as you all enjoyed it, that's what I love to see. But that is it for me. Again, I want to give a big thank you to BSG for accepting 3 runs into the marathon here. This was meant to be my first time flying over to the Netherlands to attend in person for annual, but alas, didn't quite happen. So maybe next year we can do it, and maybe I'll get to do this in person. But for now, that's all from me.
Thank you very much, argick. Absolutely fantastic run there. That was brilliant, as always. Couple of quick things. We're going to take a quick break, so just stay with us, folks, and we'll be back with you very shortly. However, just to let you know that we have made the incentive for Electronic Super Joy, so we will be seeing non-PG mode later on. And I'm going to be handing over to Rashler just now for the next run, which is going to be Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, but I will be back later on. So thank you very much indeed, and keep watching. Cheerio for now.